And good evening and welcome in to the Rosemont Ice Arena here in Rosemont, Illinois, where tonight we have a two-pack of Northern Illinois Hockey League's Midwest Superior Girls Hockey All-Star Games National Division. So we'll start with the 16Us, and then later on this evening we'll have the 19Us right here on the Marquee Sports Network, as well as the NIHL TV network. Hello, everyone. My name is Eric Willowhite. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's All-Star Game coverage for the 16U NIHL National Division All-Stars. I am the first part of the broadcast crew. Our second part of the broadcast crew is Chris Rouse, who's down at Ice Side. And Chris, why don't you talk about how things are going down there and getting ready for an exciting doubleheader of hockey?
Well, Eric, it's a lot of excitement down here at the ice level. Certainly cold, as we've been in this Chicago cold front within the last week and a half. But both of these teams certainly pumped up to take the ice. We have both teams coming in on both sides of the arena. We're looking forward to the action out here, Eric. You can feel the excitement from the fans and also the players as they line up getting ready to take the ice.
Yeah, that's a good point. And Chris is going to be pulling double duty tonight. Not only is he going to be doing ice level reporting, he's actually going to be handling the PA announcements for the starters, actually for both lineups for this All-Star game. So that'll be taking place here shortly. Meanwhile, let's talk a little bit about the Northern Illinois Hockey League. The Northern Illinois Hockey League launched in the national level of play in the 2023-24 season. The team counts in girls 12U, 14U, and girls 16 and 19U are very healthy and allow for the teams to be divided into national and American divisions. Qualification for the national level is based solely on a team's on-ice performance either during seeding round play or in early regular season play. This format ensures that only the strongest girls Tier 2 teams playing in NIHL ascend to the highest level of play in the league, and that being the national level. Girls All-Star selections come from the national level teams. The number of All-Stars from each team is based on the regular season standings as of December 3rd. And welcome in to the league's National Girls All-Star event. So this should be an exciting time here. Again, the teams will be broken down into Midwest and Superior. That's your two team breakouts. And we talked about the players were nominated by the clubs, and the selection for the All-Star team was made by members of the Girls All-Star Committee from NIHL's executive board. Goalies were nominated by opposing teams' coaches, and the top vote getters were named to the Girls All-Star roster. There's also Girls All-Star volunteers. The league and the players would like to express their gratitude to all of the national committee members, volunteers, and partners that make the All-Star event a fun and rewarding experience for the kids of the Northern Illinois Hockey League. So both teams, well, actually, it looks just like one side team is on the ice right now. We don't see I'm not sure if this is Midwest or Superior. I think Superior is the home team, but we will wait and get that confirmed there. The referees, I see one referee in the box down at ice level with Chris, and I think we're waiting for the Midwest team, the dark colored jersey team, to come on to the ice here shortly. And then we'll take a quick break and we'll be back and we'll have your lineup announcements for both the Midwest team and the Superior team. And while we're waiting for that, let's talk about the standings here in the 16U division. It's the Warhawks leading the division with 18 points, followed by Badger City with 15. Hawks with 15, Glenview Stars 13. Lady Cyclones 10, the Leafs at 8, and Fox Motors sitting at 7 points. And that's your standings in the 16U National Division. I see another referee making the way to the ice. And we're still waiting for our second team to make their way onto the ice here. We're in the brand new Rosemont Ice Arena, 2 rinks. We're in the West rink here for the 16 and 19U games. And then in the East rink, they're having the 12U and 14U All-Star games for the National Division as well. That one is also on the NIHL TV network. The 16U and 19U games are broadcast here on the Marquee network as well as the NIHL TV network. And now we see what looks like to be the Midwest team coming onto the ice. Over to my left, making their way down there. And we're waiting. We have 2 officials on ice. Not sure if we'll have more than that, but we have at least a requisite 2 to start the game. And now we get to take a look. There you see a pair of the goalies here for each of the teams coming up. Over for the Midwest side. All right, and Chris Rouse, can you hear me?
I can hear you down here, Eric.
All right, let's see if we can get a hold of, interview one of the coaches there, maybe on the away team.
Yeah, I'm trying to get here into the bench for the Superior side, so
okay.
I'm working on that here. I'll wave you down in just a moment, and I'll get a word with the coach here.
So we're going Superior is the dark squad.
Yes, this is Superior to my right, and then you have Midwest to your left. So you have Midwest in the white uniforms and Superior in the darker color uniform.
All right, very good. All right, so okay, yeah, let me know as soon as you're ready then, and then we'll have an interview taking place down at ice level. As Chris Rouse will be interviewing one of the coaches for the Superior team, who will be in the dark jerseys. And from our vantage point, right now you're seeing the camera behind the Midwest goaltender, which from my vantage point is to my right. We've got that goalie cam there. And then to my left will be the Superior side. They'll be wearing the dark jerseys. And getting set and ready to go here. And we're going to bring it down to ice level here shortly. And for an interview, Chris Rouse will be interviewing here the head coach of the Superior team. Chris, take it away. All right, we're having some technical difficulties down at ice level there. So we'll wait, see if we can get reestablished there. If not, we'll try and have those interviews when we have a moment. As we handle some of the technical issues down there with the wireless connection. Anytime you're doing a wireless connection, have an opportunity there. So we have about 1:24 remaining. Illinois, the Northern Illinois Hockey League, is proud to be sponsored by the Chicago Blackhawks. And Hawk fans, be sure to catch these upcoming games on Tuesday, December 23rd. That'll be tomorrow. The Hawks will be hosting the Flyers. That's an 8 p.m. puck drop at the United Center. That game on TNT, True TV, and HBO Max. Then the Hawks will travel to Dallas on Saturday, December 27th for a 7 p.m. puck drop against the Stars. That game on CHSN and Victory Plus. And then Sunday, December 28th, the Hawks are back at the United Center. They'll be hosting Sidney Crosby, who passed Mario Lemieux to take over 8th place all-time in NHL scoring. And the scoring leader for the Penguins now, obviously. They'll be coming to the United Center for a 6 p.m. puck drop to take on the Blackhawks. That game on CHSN and Sports Network Pittsburgh. Don't miss the Chicago Blackhawks in action. So we're about a few seconds away from the start. we'll get our, actually, I should say for the lineup announcements, and we'll try and catch that one live here. All right, we're going to go through the starting, or actually the lineup announcements for Superior and for Midwest. We'll bring it down to ice level. And there you have our lineups for Superior in the dark jerseys. As we mentioned, from my vantage point, they'll be going left to right to start off the first period here. And the Midwest team in the white jerseys will be going right to left from our vantage point from the center ice camera. So one of the unique things about this All-Star game is you're going to have players going against players from their own team. So it's probably no different than it is during their practices, in which case they're practicing against their own players, but they're actually doing this in All-Star event competition. So as you saw, there's members from each team sprinkled on the Superior and the Midwest teams for this All-Star game. So we'll get an opportunity to players to have some friendly fire, as it were, playing against their own teammates. And you're going to see some of that. That's one of the fun things about these All-Star games is it is a friendly competition, but make no mistake, each team wants to win this game so they can have a little bit of a bragging rights here in the middle of the season. As you're going through a long hockey season, these All-Star games are a nice break point for the teams, for those that make the All-Star team, as well as those who are not playing All-Stars. They get a little break here, but they'll get right back to it. And we have our starting goaltender to our left for Superior. That is number 50, and that is Luciana Pilati. So that's our starting goalie here for Midwest as we're underway, and then, or for Superior, I should say. And then for Midwest, we have number 32. That's Alice. That is Courtney Weigel from the Warhawks. So Courtney Weigel's our starting goalie for Midwest to our right. Play at center ice. And now Superior will dump it into the neutral zone. Player change happening right at the bench, and that allowed Midwest to take possession. A quick line change over there on the Midwest side. 14-minute periods here in 16U competition. And that one thrown in, a self-pass there. Nice job by Lori trying to pass that to herself, but getting on that puck was Vogel. And now Midwest clears it out to the neutral zone. Puck knocked away. Vogel doing a nice job pressing on the play there. That Superior gets it out to center ice. That one will go all the way across over to the far side. Now near wall or Vogel. Pass out to Phillips. Phillips carries it in. Cross ice pass. That one rolls off the stick. Just off the stick there. And now Midwest is going to try and regroup. Near point shot. Not a whole lot on it there off the stick of, that was Mia Tokum from Badger City. And then we have a frozen puck, and we'll have a face-off inside the Superior zone. This will be to the right of goaltender Luciana Pilati. That was Alice Wall on the draw. Comes into the Midwest zone. Duncan for Superior tried to leave it behind the net and unable to do so there, trying to leave it for Anna Hoig of Fox Motors. Now here's Hoig over in that far corner. She digs that puck out, spins around, looking for an outlet here is Hoig, and she gets it. Oh, that one rolls off the stick. Nice feed there, trying to get that one to Greta, to Avery Senni for the Leafs. Now here comes Midwest. They'll go the other way. Inside the zone, and that one deflected into the net. And good stick work there by Josie Golub of Fox Motors to get a stick on that one, and the shot goes in the net. And we'll have another face-off to the right of goaltender Luciana Pilati. Draw taken by Midwest, thrown on net, and Pilati steers that one over into the far corner. Now you see Midwest putting on some good pressure here as they'll take it behind the net. A centering attempt was stolen. They did have a player out in front, but they just weren't able to get the connection there. And now we'll have some neutral zone play for Superior. Brings it in the zone. That shot goes wide of Courtney Weigel. Oh, between the circles, and then Jacobs flips it a self-pass. She's going to get there first. Here's Jacobs. And then on the ensuing touch, it goes into that near corner. And a three-player battle. That's dug out by Superior. But taken back by Midwest. Shot never, just trickles onto the net. Oh, and then it sneaks through. You have to see who got the goal there. That one was going right on net. Thought it was going to be frozen up, but instead we get a goal for Midwest. And an early lead. That one coming from Josie Cullison. So Josie Cullison of Badger City gets the first goal with just under 11 minutes to play here in the opening period. What looked like a harmless play. It was just trickling towards the net of Pilati, but somehow Cullison was able to sneak it through the wickets there. And now here's the centering attempt, but that gets deflected over to the near boards. Puck dumped in. Superior had cleared the zone, so that one's going to be rung around to the far boards. Midwest trying to clear. But nice job keeping it in by Superior. And now going the other way with the puck. Inside the zone. Taking a tumble there is Gutierrez. Oh, and that one deflected. Getting a piece of it was Weigel. Another shot on Weigel. She makes the save. Puck is loose. But that's carried forward by Ella Francis of the Lady Cyclones, and then she heads for a change. This could be a break opportunity here for Superior. Shot from the top of the near circle. Nothing doing there as getting in front of that one and doing a nice job defensively was Mia Tokan. Oh, and then there's a stuff attempt and denied. Nicely done by Weigel. Couple big saves there by Weigel. Now Midwest will go the other way. Here's Vogel. We've mentioned her name a couple times. Vogel swings it towards the net, gets deflected, however, never goes on to Pilati. And we have a two-player battle in that far corner. It's going to be kept in at that far point by Allison Phillips. And then that puck escapes the zone out to the neutral zone. Carried back in, however, by Midwest. Drop pass to Vogel. That was picked off. Superior's going to go the other way. Self-pass off the wall. And then it's carried inside the zone. But here's Vogel coming back from behind. Nice job back check there from Vogel to interrupt that offensive opportunity for Superior. Superior throws it back in. And it's cleared out to center. Pushed back in there by Josie Golub. Golub will try and chase after it. They'll ring it over to Fogarty for Glenview. Kept in by Hoig. Then it's carried forward by Midwest. Midwest will dump it down low and a chase after the puck. As heading for that one is Magdalena Good. Good battling behind the net. Digs it out. Centering attempt. And it's taken away by Superior. But now it's kept inside the zone. Now will Superior get it out to center ice? They do. As that one was played there by Arden Gutierrez. And then dumped into the Superior zone along the far wall. Shoved out to center. And skating with it now will be Ryan Fogarty. Fogarty throws it over to the near wall. Gutierrez, her teammate, battling it. Back to Fogarty. And pushes it up ice, but it's stolen away. Here's a chance for Superior and a shot on net and a big save made off the shot of Sylvie Burkerts. That was quite a save by Weigel. Burkitts with a great opportunity there, but Weigel denied. Now that puck heading towards Superior zone, going to get there first is Olivia Laurie. Throws it over to the near wall where it's played at center ice. 6:57 to go here in the opening period. It's a 1-0 lead for Midwest on the strength of a goal by Josie Cullison. With about 10:45 to go in the first period. And that's our only tally of the game so far. Player falls down along the far wall, but Superior is able to maintain possession. Now they'll take it wide. And that's going to be picked off the stick there of Mia Tokheim. Now Tokheim chasing back after it. Midwest having a little difficulty clearing the zone for the moment. Laser had it. Now Engelke throws it over to the far wall. And eventually taking possession is Ella Francis. Francis carries it in for Midwest. That's one of the things with the Lady Cyclones. That light green jersey is their home jersey. So even though it's a darker color, light green for the Lady Cyclones and Ella Francis. She's actually on the Midwest team, the home team. Here comes Superior inside the zone. Oh, nice stick work there. And thrown up ice by Arcolano. And that one goes down for icing with 5:36 to go here in period number 1. And let's go down to ice level with the head coach interview with Chris Rouse.
Thanks, Eric. I'm here with head coach Miles Tokheim. Miles, what's it like coaching in this all-star game here this evening?
It's a wonderful opportunity for these players to get some exposure and play with some players that they don't normally play with.
Also, in this all-star game, we're noticing a fast pace. So what are you expecting for the entire duration of this game?
Fast pace, lots of good passes and shots on net.
Also, I noticed your last name is Tokheim. There's a Tokheim on the other team as well. So do you care to speak to that relationship coming into this game?
Yeah, that's my daughter.
So are you going for your daughter or are you going for your team here in this game?
A little bit of everything, you know.
Just a fun time here this night. All right, thanks, Eric. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Chris. Yeah, you're going to get that sometimes. It's a family affair. Coaches and their daughters, coaches and sons playing hockey together. And that was the case with the Tokheims, who's coaching against his daughter here in the All-Star game. 5:02 to go in period 1. Still 1-0 lead for Midwest. Here's Ulawhite. Tries the wraparound. Oh, and a nice pass. And it was denied, getting that one all the way over to Hess from Ulawhite. Now Ulawhite takes a spill but tries to dump it down low. Play continues along that far wall. Then Hess takes a tumble. That allows Midwest to take possession. Phillips throws it up ice. That one is picked off, however. Nice stick work there again by Josie Gullub. We've mentioned her name a couple times as well. Backhand self pass coming inside the zone. Slapper by Duncan. That one goes wide of the net of Weagle. That's going to roll all the way out to the neutral zone. Superior will have to play it. That pass goes astray. This may go down for ice. No, they wave off icing. So that's going to have to be played by Gutierrez and Midwest. Now that one will roll down. We're going to see if we get an icing on that one. And we don't. That one was touched up as well. Here's Vogel for Midwest. Vogel in the near corner. Now the puck comes all the way down into the Midwest zone, and that's going to be icing against Superior with 3:43 to go here in period number 1.
Yeah, Eric, down here, we just had a bit of a collision along the boards. One of the officials took a spill as that puck was sent down at the other end for the icing call.
Yeah, it is dangerous for those officials as well. That's a good catch, Chris, as you hate to see any of the officials take a tumble there. Gutierrez, she'll drop it down low for Midwest. It'll go below the goal line. Centering attempt, that one just out of the reach of Jessica Liskawa. Now play along that near wall. Trying to push it outside the zone is Superior, and they are able to do just that. But pinching in to try and push that one forward is Zoe Engelke of Badger City. Now Superior gains possession. Sylvie Burkhartz had it, lost it, gets it back, and a cross-ice pass. Up along the near wall, inside the zone. Good stick work there by Badger City, and that's Tokheim. Tokheim in the neutral zone. That one gets deflected into Superior zone. Out to center. Midwest trying to regroup here, and they will. They'll push this puck up ice. Here comes Haley Newman. Puck just gets on net, and gobbling it up for the save is Luciana Pilati. Here you get a good look at here, the chance for Pilati. Able to cover that up, as just getting enough on it was Haley Newman, but Pilati able to make the save. Play below goal line. Pass goes out to center, and circling back and throwing it back inside the zone is Ryan Fogarty. As a couple players make changes for Midwest. They'll get some pair of fresh D out on the ice. Here's a steal at the blue line. Superior with the shot, never gets through, and then the rebound kicks back out, and quick reaction there from Weagle, who holds on to make the save. Wow, that was big time save there by Weagle. Weagle's made a couple of those. And this one, danger territory, sticks out that left pad and not giving up a rebound, able to cover up nicely as soon as she made the save. Puck pushed out to center ice. Cross ice pass over to Josie Golub. Dumped in. And we'll get a couple players changing for Superior now, as Golub trying to waste some time, allowing players to get inside the zone, but lost it at the blue line. And that's going to have to be picked up by Superior. Kept in at the far point. Inside the zone, and keeping it inside the zone. Zella Francis, and then it's eventually peeled away. Dumped down low. Who's going to get there first? It's Ula White for Superior. Had it for a moment, but then it was pulled away. Going the other way now is Amelia Arcolano. Arcolano had it, and then it gets deflected into the Superior bench along the far wall as we're under a minute to play here in period one. 1-0 lead for Midwest. Neutral zone draw. That's won by Superior, but then they overskate it. Midwest will look to get a last-second push here with 33 seconds remaining. Puck goes behind the net, and that's going to be tracked down by Olivia Laurie. Pushed up ice, and then handling it now is Anna Hoig. Out along the far wall. Playing there is Bibi Lesnick. Lesnick, along with 3 other players there. Midwest digs it out, and that'll do it. That's the end of the first period here. Only 1 goal scored, and that coming off the stick of Josie Cullison. He snuck that one out. And so that'll wrap it up here for period number 1, and we'll go to a break. We'll be back for second period action right here on Marquee Sports Network. Back at the Rosemont Ice Arena here, we've second period action underway with the Midwest team holding a 1-0 lead. Midwest now going left to right, and there's a shot and a save as that one was paddled aside, and then holding on for the faceoff for Superior. That is Mia Melicrinos, who's our new goaltender here for the second period. Melicrinos for Superior in net, and then we'll get you the goaltender for Midwest. In short fashion here, I think that's a Stars goaltender. And if it is, that's number 88. That's Caitlin East in goal for Midwest down to our left. So East to our left. And Melicrinos, Mia Melicrinos for the Leafs to our right as the teams change sides here in the second period. 1-0 lead coming off the stick of Josie Cullison. And we're going to see if we're going to try and get an interview, but unable to at the moment. And now coming in and making the save. Oh, and that one hit off the right post. What an effort there. And then holding on for the faceoff is Melicrinos. But trying to stuff that one in was Alice Wall. She tried over on the left post and then came around to the right post. And Melicrinos had to make a big-time save against her own teammate even. So that would have been bragging rights. Bragging rights right now go to Melicrinos. Puck dumped down low inside the Superior zone. They'll try and clear it out. That's kept in at the near point by Zoe Angelke. Now a 5-player battle on the near wall. That comes out to the neutral zone. And good job by Midwest. They had just cleared the zone. Jacobson had just cleared the zone and then back in on the forecheck. Here comes Superior. They'll dump that one. That one just rings wide of Caitlin East. Goes over into the near corner. Kept in. Down low. 3-player battle in that near corner. Who's going to come out with it? And it looks like Midwest had it for a moment, but then Superior keeping the pressure on. Not getting anything really on net, but they're keeping the pressure inside the Midwest zone for the moment. That one rings up along the back wall. Superior trying to center side of the net. Oh, right out front. That one rolls off the stick of Josie Golub. Good opportunity for Golub, but wasn't able to square it up. Now between the circle and a shot and a save made. That was pushing that one on net was Olivia Laurie, and a big-time save made there by East. There you see Laurie will get the opportunity here right out in front, right between the circles, and East able to cover up, not give up a rebound. Face off to the left of Caitlin East. That one deflects up high. Couple big chances there for Superior team trying to get the equalizer here in the second period. Now the puck rung around behind the net. Up ice along the far wall, kept in. And then taken outside the zone by Anna Hoying. Hoying brings it in. Flip shot and another save made by East. That time it was Aria Duncan coming in. Just a little flipper here, but nice glove work there by East, and then brings that glove down and then holds on to it, not giving up another rebound. Now play inside the zone. Shot denied by East. So Caitlin East doing a nice job there in net. Couple big saves already in the short time she's been in this game. They usually 3 goalies aside for each team, so they'll each take 1 period. East has the second period duties for Midwest, and Mia Melakrinos has it for Superior here in period 2. Now up ice, Olivia Neese. Thrown back out by Midwest. Phillips, cross ice pass, nicely done. Drop pass back to Phillips, flip shot, and that one's blockered away by Melakrinos. Here's Golub. Golub gets it out to center ice. Magdalene Robinson bringing it inside the zone. Superior trying to get something on net here. That one's going to go wide. Tracking that one down is Sylvie Burkhartz. That one skitters out to center. This could be a 2-on-1 chance for Midwest, but Vogel has to circle back and then missing connection with Phillips, who's right out front of goaltender Melakrinos. That one thrown right in front of the crease, but Phillips unable to get a stick on that, and then it's thrown all the way down inside the Midwest zone. That's going to be icing against Superior with 8:41 to go here in period number 2. This faceoff will come to the left of Mia Melakrinos. It's our first of 2 here on Marquee Sports Network and the NIHL TV network. We will have the 19U game coming up about a half hour after the conclusion of our first game here. So a twin bill of hockey, all-star hockey right here. Live from the Rosemont Ice Arena, the brand new ice arena. This is my second time calling a game here. I think first game I called was early on. I think it was in like the first week or 2 when it was open. They were still working on some of the finer touches of the building, but this is an exceptional facility. The Chicago Wolves have moved here. This is their home practice facility now. They formerly practiced out in Hoffman Estates. And now they make this home, which makes sense because Allstate Arena is right next door. So it's a great setup here for the Chicago Wolves, and we appreciate the Wolves allowing NIHL to host the girls All-Star games here for the National Division this evening. Out to center. Superior carrying the puck inside the zone. And knocked off the puck there for the moment was Marion Carroll of Badger City. But she's going to circle right in front of the net. There's Carroll, had it for a moment, and then a shot goes wide. That one off the stick of Leah Butera of the Leafs. Goes into that far wall. Midwest trying to get it out to center. They do. Here comes Midwest now. 2-on-2 opportunity. Nice spin and a shot, and that goes behind the net. Nice turnaround there. That was Ella Jacobson with the spin around. Now Jacobson heads to the front of the net. She'll go behind now. Superior just gets it out to the neutral zone. And they'll push it ahead. And we're going to get a whistle. I think we got an offsides play there. As Eula White tried to bring that puck inside, but in ahead of the play was Superior. So we'll have an offsides with 6:55 to go in period number 2.
All right, Eric, down here at the ice level, it appears that the 2 coaching staffs are actually going to switch sides here. We just had Coach Tokam just switch sides from the Superior side. Now he's on the Midwest bench.
Interesting. Okay, so now he gets the coach's daughter. So halfway through, the coaches switch sides, so they can't say there's any sort of bias on either side there. So, and then Chris will effort there to do an interview with what would be now the Superior coach, since the Superior coaching staff has moved over to the Midwest team here midway through period number 2. Inside the zone along the near wall, efforting for that puck. And just outside of the reach of Magdalene Good of the Leafs. That one's going to go throw all the way down Caitlin East will cover up for the faceoff. 6:05 to go here in period number 2. Again, 1-0 lead for Midwest. It was an early goal. About 3 minutes into the opening period, Josie Cullison tucked one underneath Luciana Pilati, and that's been our only goal of the game so far, with Midwest holding on to that 1-0 lead. Behind the net, centering attempt right out front. Oh, that shot, that might have got deflected, as getting a piece of that one was Olivia Neese. But that one might have been deflected. Almost went up into the netting, but it did not. And now Midwest goes the other way with it. Here's Laser. Laser battling in the near corner. Goes behind the net. It's going to be picked up by Josie Golub, who throws it over to the near wall where Hoig has it. And Hoig will try and carry it forward. Taken by Midwest. And as soon as we get our next stoppage of play there, we will bring in our coach for Superior. Chris Rouse will have that interview for us at the next whistle. As play goes into that near corner. Thrown on net. East able to make the save and then pushes it into that near corner. Midwest trying to carry it forward. Pass out to center. That one rolls off the stick. That was Cullison, who's the lone goal scorer. And now here comes Superior the other way. Centering attempt. Oh, picking up the loose change from behind. And East able to cover up. Wow. East with another grade A save. We'll get a look at that one. He's coming from behind and firing that one on net. And East able to make that save and hold on, fending off the Warhawks player.
I'm down. All right, Eric, I'm down here with head coach Todd DeCitis. He's on the sideline. Coach, we saw you switch sidelines, or switch benches, I should say. What's the meaning behind that in this game?
It's all about fun. Just let the girls have a great experience with both coaches from both sides.
Now, you mentioned it's all about the fun. Obviously, the PWHL is coming up. What do you think this All-Star game does in terms of motivating these young women to possibly create their own possible professional hockey careers?
Absolutely. They have a chance to play on for as long as they want. If they want to put the work in and do all that, it's about having fun at the end of the day, and that's what they need to do.
Right. Now, you being a head coach, it's all about having fun. You're getting to give back to these young women. How does that make you feel coaching in this All-Star game?
Oh, I love it. I have so much fun coaching girls hockey. It's amazing. They're very receptive to what you're trying to teach them, and they're all great. It's a fun time.
All right. Thank you for everything that you do for the league. Back to you. Thank you, Coach.
All right. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, it's great to see these coaches. Again, you talk about volunteers. We talked about early on, like volunteers for the All-Star game, but coaches and managers of these teams spend and invest a lot of time volunteering their time for these teams. So, that's much appreciated, the work that the coaches, the coaching staff, the managers, everyone associated with a youth hockey club, they put in the time and effort, for youth hockey. And so that's great to see, and it culminates in a nice, fun event like this, an all-star game where, as mentioned there, it's all about having fun, and that's what we're seeing tonight. Here's Senni. Senni rings it around the far boards. That's going to go all the way down, but that gets slowed down. Not enough for icing. That's going to be tracked down by Midwest as we're under 3 minutes to play in period 2, 2:46. Shoveled inside the zone. And Superior trying to push that one up ice is Leah Butera. And then Hessel backhanded out to the neutral zone. Carrying it forward now is Brooklyn Ulawhite. Ulawhite, centering attempt. Oh, and that one goes wide. Trying to get a stick on that one. That was Riley Hess from Glenview. And just pushed that one wide. Now at the near point, puck comes out. And Butera is going to have to track that one down. Butera off the far wall and pushing it up to Riley Hess. Hess had it at her skates. Then it's carried inside the zone by Neese. Olivia Neese had it go through between her skates there. Oh, good stick handling effort, but then the shot attempt was pushed high by Brooklyn Ulowite. Kept in just underneath the blue line. Down to a minute and a half remaining here in the second period. Good zone time here for Superior, but they're not really getting a whole lot on goaltender Caitlin East at the moment. Now that one, she's able to make the save. And that one, it almost goes over her shoulder, and she's able to scoop that one up. What a play. And we get a whistle. Well, that one will come down into the Superior zone with 56.4 seconds remaining. Draw still laying in the circle. Far point. Shot towards the net. Oh, through a maze of people, Mia Melakrinos was able to make the save as there was a lot of traffic in front from that shot from the far point. Now it's pushed out to center, dump back inside the zone. That'll be played by Lyle for Superior. Kept in at the near point, dumped down low. Down to 25 seconds. Circling, shot from the near circle, save made, and Mia Melakrinos holds on as we got 15.9 ticks on the clock. Another nice save made, and here you're going to get a look at that. And not allowing a rebound was Melakrinos, so able to hold on. Shot on net, Melakrinos with another save, and she covers up off the draw. So quick shot from Midwest on Melakrinos, right off the draw. And then she had to be ready for that one, and she holds on. And again, the face-off to Melakrinos left. This time Superior gains possession. Not sure if they'll have enough time to get anything on net. Just a few ticks on the clock, and that'll do it for period two. So no goals scored here in period two. Just a 1-0 lead for Midwest. Again, Josie Cullison with the lone goal about 3 minutes into the opening period for Midwest. And that's our only tally. Score is 1-0 Midwest, and we'll take a break. You're watching NIHL Girls All-Star Hockey on Marquee Sports. And back at the Rosemont Ice Arena, third period play underway here. 1-0 lead for Team Midwest over Team Superior. Team Superior in the dark jerseys. And they will be going left to right here in the second period. Early opportunity here for Team Midwest. And that shot goes wide. But an early goal about 3 minutes into the opening period by Josie Cullison of Midwest has given Midwest the lead, and the only goal here in this 16U All-Star game, at least up to this point. Now here's Phillips. Phillips, cross-ice pass, and then it's just pushed on net. Not a whole lot on it. That one off the stick of Jessica Liskawa. Cross-ice pass, nice give and go there, give from Phillips to Liskawa, but able to make the save is our third goaltender for Superior. And that is Caroline Wolford of Fox Motors. So Caroline Wolford, our third goalie here for Team Superior. And then to our right for Team Midwest, it is Isabella Kinney. So Isabella Kinney is our goalie to our right. Shot on net, early save made there by Wolford, and Wolford to our left. Out to center. Play along the far wall. Inside the Midwest zone. That one's going to be pushed forward. Arden Gutierrez, as you can see, she wears the captaincy for Glenview. And now Team Midwest backhanding it inside the zone was Ella Francis of the Lady Cyclones. Comes back into Midwest territory. And that's going to be tracked down by Team Midwest. But now Superior. Lori had it for a moment. Actually, that was Arcolano. Shot on net. Save made. Another save made by Supal. Pushed out to center. Now pushing it ahead is Eula White. Overskating it. Midwest having a little difficulty getting it outside the zone. Now they will. They're going to go the other way. Here's Good of the Leafs. Stick handles, pushes it through. Gets that one through the legs of Olivia Laurie. Then it comes back out to the neutral zone. Two-player race. Good stick work there, however, by Midwest and Arcolano lifting the stick of Eula White, denying her the opportunity to come in on the rush. Good for Midwest. She's going to carry it between two Superior defenders. She's able to shovel it on net and then able to make the save and hold on as Caroline Wolf. on by Superior. They know the minutes are ticking down here. And obviously there's going to be some opportunities, however, for Midwest if Team Superior is pinching in a little too deep, like in that particular case. That might have been the situation there, but Superior definitely trying to get that equalizer here on that last few sequence. That'll go over into the near corner. Player knocked down. Midwest maintains possession. Then the pass from the near corner was intercepted, deflects out to center, and Midwest and Laser will pick it up. Laser with a head of steam, bringing it inside the zone, circling behind the net. Did a good job of making sure her team was onside, just going over in a circle there. And then that puck gets deflected over into the near corner. All right, Laser was shot out of a cannon there. Here comes Superior. Self-pass off the near wall. They're going to be able to get there in time? No. And Midwest throws it up along the near boards. But Superior steals. Stick handling inside the zone. Near circle. Backhand pass shot. That one goes wide. That one pushed wide by Sylvie Burkitz on a nice centering attempt there from Magdalene Robinson of the Lady Cyclones. Now that puck goes all the way down to Caroline Wolford of Superior, and she holds on for the faceoff. But, yeah, another good opportunity there for Superior, trying to get the equalizer, but just unable to crack through. We'll have a faceoff to the left of Caroline Wolford in Team Superior zone. A stuff attempt. That's denied by Wolford. Shot between the circles doesn't get through. Then it's backhanded out to the neutral zone where Gutierrez was there. He's able to push that puck forward. Here's Phillips. Phillips, backhander, scores! Allison Phillips of the Hawks carries it in and backhands it into the net past Wolford. And there's that insurance goal for Team Midwest as they lead now 2-0. So a 2-0 lead for Team Midwest as Allison Phillips with a nice backhanded shot. And she pushes that one into the net. Now play behind the net. Coming off the far wall, shoveled towards the net, it goes behind. Dumped down low by Gutierrez. Now Superior looking to go the other way. Chasing a 2-goal deficit now. Task just got a little bit harder after the goal by Allison Phillips. Vogel, Fogarty, centering attempt. That misses connection, and carrying it forward will be Ella Francis. A 1-on-3 for Francis. And she's just kind of wasting some time until she gets some help. That time Team Superior is able to take it away. Carrying it inside the zone. And pushing it forward is White. White behind the net. Superior trying to keep it inside the zone. Here's Hess. Hess missing connection there with Arcolante. And now Midwest will bring it forward. Here's Arcolano. Arcolano through the center circle loses possession. Then it's thrown back out to the neutral zone. So clean game, no penalties here, and so far, of course, that would usually mean the announcer's jinx would happen right about now. But let's hope that's not the case. Usually in an all-star game, you're not really going to get a penalty unless it's something egregious. Darkalante inside the zone. Hess was spinning around. That's kind of a neighborhood pass to Hess. Then a centering attempt there, unable to make connection, was Brooklyn Yulewhite. Yulewhite digs it out. Backhands it down low. It's stolen away by Midwest. They get it out to the neutral zone. Wall had it for a moment. Now it's brought back in by Superior. Here's Yulewhite. Yulewhite loses the handle, but it's picked back up by Superior. Fanning on it was Nice. Tried to split a pair of defenders. A cross-ice pass stolen by Jacobson, pushes it forward. And now we're going to have to wait for Superior to get onside. And they do. And carrying that puck inside the zone was Duncan. Then it's dumped all the way down. This will be an icing call against Team Midwest. So we have an empty net to our left as Caroline Wolford has made her way to the bench. So an extra attacker now for Team Superior with 1:56 to go here in the third period. 2-0 lead for Team Midwest. Face-off won by Superior. 5-player battle in the near corner. Who's going to come out with it? Still whacking away, both teams. That's to the benefit of Team Midwest as more ticks go off the clock. Now Golub tried to throw it on net, never got there. Now Golub will pick up the loose change along the far wall. Takes a spill. Superior maintains possession, pass over to Duncan. Duncan just backhands it inside the zone and skates after it. Duncan behind the net over to the far wall. Kept inside the zone. 1:15 remaining. Traffic over on the far wall. Here's Hoig. Hoig had it. Now Midwest pulls it out. Empty net. Shot going for the net. That's going to miss. And that's going to be an icing call against Engelke and Team Midwest. I don't blame Zoe Engelke. All-star game. You got a chance to hit the open net, empty net. Just pushed it wide. So face-off to the right of goaltender Isabella Kinney. Superior digs it out. Looking to cut it deficit in half. That shot by Carroll goes off the side of the net. And then Laurie tried to keep it in, but it skitters out to the neutral zone. And now Team Superior is going to have to clear. Empty net attempt. That one's going to go in. And it's the captain for Glenview. As Arden Gutierrez gets the empty net goal. Here you can see on the goal cam, that one just gets inside that left post. And Gutierrez gets the empty net goal. And a 3-0 lead for Team Midwest as they look to secure a shutout here against Team Superior. Is going back in net for Team Superior is Caroline Wolford. Oh, it's an all Hawks line up front. An all Glenview defense pairing for Team Midwest. Gutierrez backhands it out to the neutral zone. Now Fogarty. Fogarty flips it to center. 14 seconds remaining. And that puck dumped down low. Over in the far corner. And that'll do it. And your final score here from Rosemont Ice Arena in the 16U National All-Star Game. It's Team Midwest 3 and Team Superior 0. With Team Midwest winning the game by the score of 3-0. And we'll try an effort to get a ice level interview there as Chris makes his way out to the ice. Let's see who he's going to grab. Going to have to wait for the handshake line. And then he'll pick a player. So you can take one of the goal scorers. You got 20, 25, and 28 if you want for Midwest. And now they're going the other way. They're playing keep away from you, Chris. See if you can grab one of them for the interview. So it was a good game, but Team Midwest just had too much firepower for the game there. So, and we're going to have our interview for Chris. So let's go down to ice level and take care of our interview right now. Chris, who do you have there?
Hey, Eric, I'm here with Josie Cullison, the goal who had the first goal of the matchup in this game today. Josie, all-star in the game. How do you feel scoring the goal to put your team up early?
I think it was pretty fantastic. It was really exciting to get one in.
Also, being in this all-star game, what does it feel like for you to be in this game, recognized among some of the best players in your league?
I think it's really fun. I mean, you're with all the girls here. I mean, they're all awesome, great competition. I think it's just a great experience overall.
With the holiday season coming up, what's your thoughts coming up for the holiday? What are you most excited about for the holiday season?
Just spending time with my family. I mean, everyone's home, so just that.
All right, congratulations on your goal. Congratulations on your win. Happy holidays. Yep.
All right, thanks, Chris. So Chris Rouse with the ice level interview there with Josie Cullison. So again, our final score there. So our final score there from the Midwest, or from the Rosemont Ice Arena here, as you have Team Midwest with a 3-0 victory over Team Superior. And your goals again by Cullison, Phillips, and Gutierrez. Those were your 3 goal scorers here for Team Midwest here in the 16U NIHL National Division All-Stars here. So, all right. So that'll do it here for game 1. Again, your final score here is Midwest 3, Team Midwest 3, Team Midwest 3, Team Midwest 3, and Team Superior 0. And we'll pause. We'll be back with a little intermission. We'll come back, and then we'll have game 2 in about 30 minutes. That's the 19Us coming up right here on Marquee Sports Network.